today in this video I'll be talking to you about the next installment of the franchise, which is the fourth one, which is known as Fast and Furious, the fourth movie, which is the last film part of the second trilogy. The second trilogy. And then later came Fast 5, part of the third trilogy. The third trilogy. So after that I'll be doing Fast 5. Sorry about that. If I'm screwing this up right now, I apologize if I'm messing it up, but I'm so tired. So, today I'll be talking to you about Fast 4, A.K.A. Fast and Furious 2009. So it's the fourth, which is the fourth installment. So before I start, make sure you all like the video, subscribe, comment down below. I'm just messing up. Alright, take a deep breath. One more. So deep breath. And breathe out. And again, just to be sure. There we go. Alright, so before I start, make sure you all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell and hit all so you're alerted of when I make a brand new upload. So hit all so you're alerted of when I make, alerted of when I make a brand new uploads. Alright. So without any further ado, I'm sorry, I'm so tired of yawning. So without any further ado, let's begin. So already over 3.5 minutes, so let's get started. So here we go. So Fast and Furious, aka Fast 4, or Fast and Furious 4, or Furious 4, whatever way you want, whichever way works better, like whichever way you want to call it. So Fast 4, 2009. Here we go. So Fast and Furious. Said Fast and Furious. Said Fast and Furious. Said Fast and Furious. A.K.A. Fast and Furious 4, or Fast 4, is a 2009. Said 2009 action film directed by Justin Lin. So Justin Lin, and written by Chris Morgan. So Chris Morgan. If I accidentally said that Fast 4 was the final film part of the second trilogy, I'm completely wrong. Furious 6 was actually the final film part of the second trilogy. So I got that completely wrong, so I apologize. Alright, so Fast and Furious, aka Fast 4, so Fast 4 is a 2009 action film directed by Justin Lin and written by Chris Morgan. Say Chris Morgan. Chris Morgan. It's the direct sequel to the first movie. So first movie from 2001, and the second movie from 2003, as well as the fourth installment in the franchise. It stars Vin Diesel. So Vin Diesel, Paul Walker. So Paul Walker, rest in peace. So Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, God rest his soul, rest in peace. So Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Michelle Rodriguez, and Jordana Brewster. In the film Dominic Toretto. Say Dominic Toretto. Dominic Toretto. Say Dominic Toretto. And FBI agent. So Dominic Toretto and FBI agent Brian O'Connor. Say Brian O'Connor. Brian O'Connor are forced to work together. Say to work together. Together to avenge the murder of Toretto's lover, Letty Ortiz, and apprehend drug lord Arturo Braga, who usually refers to as Ramon Campos, so he kind of went undercover or something. So Arturo Braga. Jesus Christ. So Ramon Campos, who later changed his name to Arturo Braga. So Arturo Braga. So it was directed by Justin Lin. So Justin Lin. Written by Chris Morgan. So Chris Morgan. Based on characters by Gary Scott Thompson. It was produced by Neil Moritz. So Neil Moritz, Vin Diesel. So Neil Moritz, Vin Diesel, and Michael Vautrell. Can't pronounce that well. That is spelled F-O-T-T-R-E-L-L. Starring Vin Diesel, Paul Walker. So Vin Diesel, Paul Walker. Rest in peace. So Vin Diesel, Paul Walker. So Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Michelle Rodriguez, Jordana Brewster, John Ortiz, Laz Alonso, Sun King, Gal Gadot, and so many other characters. Say Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Michelle Rodriguez, Jordana Brewster, John Ortiz, Laz Alonso, Sun King, Gal Gadot, and so many others. So those are the cast who were starring in the franchise. Cinematography was by Amir Mokri. So Amir spelled A-M-I-R. So Amir is spelled Amir is so Amir or Amir, whichever way works better. Spelled Amir is spelled A-M-I-R. So A-M-I-R, and Mokri is spelled M-O-K-R-I. Born June 11th, so the 11th of June, so June 11th, 1956, age 68, from Iran. So, starring Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Michelle Rodriguez, Jordana Brewster, Okari. Edited, edited, so edited, edited by, Christiana Wagner. So Christiana Wagner, I can't pronounce it well. It's spelled, his last name is spelled W-A, so W-A-G-N-E-R, and then we got Fred Raskin. Raskin is spelled A, not he, sorry, Raskin is spelled R-A, so R-A-S-K-I-N. Music was by Brian. Music was by Brian Tyler. Sorry, Brian Tyler. Brian Tyler. Production companies are Universal Pictures. So Universal Pictures. Universal Pictures. Universal Pictures. Relativity Media. So Relativity Media. Original Film and One Race Films. So Universal Pictures. So Universal Pictures. Relativity Media. So Relativity Media. So Relativity Media. Original Film and One Race. So Original Film and One Race Films. So Universal Pictures. Relativity Media. So Relativity Media. So Relativity Media. Original Film and One Race Films. I was gonna say production, but it's One Race Films. Distributed by Universal Pictures. Release dates was on 2009. There's two of them. There's two of them. First one was on the 12th, so March 12th, so 12th of March at the Gibson Amphitheater, and then another one was on April 3rd, so the 3rd of April in the US. Running time 107 minutes, which is an hour, so an hour and 47 minutes. So an hour and 47 minutes. So 1 hour 47 minutes. So running time 107. So running time is 107 minutes. Running time 107 minutes. So an hour and 47 minutes. Countries are U.S. So the U.S. and Japan. So U.S. and Japan. Those are the two countries. So U.S. and Japan. Not sure why they don't have Europe, but oh well. There's obviously an answer somewhere, but we'll never know. So countries are both the United States or U.S. and Japan. So U.S. and Japan. The language was English, obviously. Sometimes if you would have a DVD for it, you could change the language to whichever one you want. Even the subtitles and audio. Alright, the budget was 85, so the budget was $85 million. So the budget was 85. Budget was 85. So $85 million. The budget was $85 million. Box office was an incredible $360.4 million, which is in plain English, 360 million, 400, so $360,400,000. It's pretty in June 2007. It's like 2007 with the returns of Diesel, so Diesel, Walker, so Diesel, Walker, Rodriguez, and Brewster. So Finn, Paul, Michelle, and Jordana confirmed. So confirmed shortly after that to account for the cast seeing absences from either of the previous two films, or two installments. The film was developed to place Tokyo Drift. So Tokyo Drift 2000. So Tokyo Drift 2006. So 2006. So 2006 as occurring beyond the events of Fast and Furious. So the events of Fast and Furious, while the short film Los Bandoleros. So Los Bandoleros, which I believe in English is 2000, not 2000, sorry. So Los Bandoleros, which I think Los Bandoleros, which I think in English is the Outlaws. I'm not too sure. Not so sure about that. Which came out the same year, 2009, as the fourth Fast and Furious movie was out. So to account for the cast, so to account for the cast, seeing absences from either of the previous two films. The film was developed to place Tokyo Drift 2006 as occurring beyond the events of Fast and Furious, or Fast 4, while the short film Los Bandoleros 2000, so Los Bandoleros 2009, said 2009, was both produced and released. So produced and released. Principal photography began in February 2008 and concluded in the same year in July. So July 2008, with filming locations including both LA, so Los Angeles, and the Dominican Republic. And before I move on to the next part, I just want to say something about the Dominican Republic. At the very beginning of the film, when Dom and the crew were hijacking a semi-truck, like an oil tanker or something, I don't know. It was actually not filmed in the Dominican Republic. It was actually filmed in California, somewhere like I think north or east of Los Angeles. I'm not really 100% sure, but it was filmed in California, somewhere around there. So it was made to look almost like the Dominican Republic, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But they filmed it in LA. So they filmed it in Los Angeles. So, to account for the cast seeing absences from either of the previous two films, the film was developed to place Tokyo Drift 2006 as occurring beyond the events of Fast and Furious, while the short film Los Bandoleros 2009 was produced and released. Principal photography began in February. So principal photography began in February 2008 and concluded in July 2008 with filming locations in LA and so Los Angeles and the Dominican Republic. Justin Lin, Chris Morgan, and composer, conductor, and arranger Brian Tyler. Brian Tyler. principal photography began. So principal photography began in February 2008, and February 2008, and concluded in July 2008. With filming locations including LA and the Dominican Republic. Justin, Justin Lin, Chris Morgan, and composer Brian Tyler. Brian Tyler returned in their roles from Tokyo Drift. Say Tokyo Drift. Fast and Furious is the first theoretical release to feature D-Box. So Fast and Furious is the first theoretical release to feature D-Box motion. It's also the first film in the franchise to be produced by Vin Diesel. So for those who don't know what D-Box is, so D-Box Technologies, which is informally known simply as D-Box itself, is a publicly traded publicly traded haptic motion technology company based in
No gay. No gay.
in Longueuil in Quebec, I think.
Quebec.
So in Longueuil, Quebec, in Canada, the company designs and manufactures both motion and haptic systems for motion and haptic systems for entertainment, simulation, and trading industries, combining haptic technologies with combining haptic technologies. Well, haptic technology itself with actuators. Actuators provides physical sensations in a virtual setting. As of July 2019, D-Box seats were located at over 700 movie screens in 40 countries. And for those who don't know what an actuator is, it's a component of a machine that provides force, torque, or displacement, usually in a controlled way. When an electrical, pneumatic, or hydraulic input is applied to it in a system called an actuating system, an actuator converts such an input signal into the requirement form of mechanical energy. So Justin Lin, Chris Morgan, and composer Brian Tyler, returned in their roles from Tokyo Drift. Fast Fours, the first theoretical release to feature D-Box motion. It's also the first film in the franchise to be produced. So it's also the first film in the franchise to be produced by Vin Diesel. Fast and Furious premiered at the Gibson Amphitheater in LA, so in Los Angeles or LA, on the 12th, on 12th of March, so March 12th, so 12th of March reviews from critics. So mixed reviews from critics who criticized. So criticized its script. So its script, but praised the action sequences. It crossed over a monstrous 360 300 so 360 $360 million worldwide. So $360 million. $360 million worldwide. So worldwide, exceeding expectations. So exceeding expectations to be the then highest grossing film in the franchise. It also grossed 72.5, so $72.5 million, which is in plain English, $72,500,000. So $72,500,000 worldwide. Worldwide during its opening weekend. So opening weekend, which made it the highest. So it also crossed $72.5 million worldwide during its opening weekend, which made it the highest grossing worldwide spring weekend opening until the release of Alice in Wonderland. So Alice in Wonderland 2010. So 2010. It's followed by Fast 5. So Fast 5, or AKA Fast and Furious 5. It's also known as Fast and Furious 5. So Fast and Furious 5, Real Heist. So Real Heist or Wild Speed. So Wild Speed. Megamax in Japan. So in Japan. So it's followed by Fast 5 in 2011 or 2011. So 2011. Alright, next up, plot. So next up is plot. Dominic Toretto. So Dominic Toretto. So Dominic Toretto. So Dominic Toretto and his crew consisting of girlfriend Letty. So Letty Tegoleo. So Letty Tegoleo. So Tegoleo. Rico Santos, Kara, and Han Lu are hijacking fuel tankers in the Dominican Republic. So Dominican Republic, Dom suspects the cops are on their tail and leaves Letty behind. So Letty behind to protect her from being caught. So from being caught by the 5-0 or Popo police, cops, one time, whatever you want to call it. So protect her from being caught. Months later in Panama City, A.K.A. Panama. So Panama, which is a country in Latin America. So Latin America and the southern end of Central America, bordering South America. So South America. So months later in Panama City, the biggest and the capital city of Panama itself, Dom gets a call. So Dom gets a call sometimes referred to as nitro or NOS, which is an organic compound with the chemical formula CH3NO2. It's the simplest organic nitro compound. It's a popular liquid commonly used as a solvent in a variety of industrial applications, such as in extractions, as a reaction medium, and as a clearing solvent, as an intermediate in organic synthesis. It's widely used in the manufacture of pesticides, explosives, fibers and coatings. Fibers and coatings. Nitromethane is used as a fuel additive in various motorsports and hobbies, etc. Both top fuel drag racing. So top fuel drag racing and top fuel drag racing and miniature internal combustion engines. So in radio control line and free flight model aircraft. So Dom gets a call. From his sister Mia, who tells him when he's been murdered. Dom heads to LA to attend her funeral and finds traces of nitromethane at the crash site. He coerces the local mechanic into giving the name of the buyer, David Park. So David Park. David Park, and is informed that the only car that uses nitromethane intake in the is also got Continental tires. In the area is a green 19 is a green 19 green 1972. So 1972. Oh. This is a green 1972. So 1972. 1972 or just 72 Ford Gran Torino Sport. Meanwhile, FBI agent Brian O'Connor. So FBI agent Brian O'Connor is tracking. Brian O'Connor is trying to track down Mexican drug lord Arturo Braga, or sometimes referred to as drug baron, kingpin, or lord of drugs. So meanwhile, FBI agent Brian O'Connor's trying to track down Mexican drug lord. So drug lord Arturo Braga. So Arturo Braga, whose identity to the public is unknown. His search also leads him to David Park. Dom arrives at Park's apartment and hangs him out the window by saves David, who in turn becomes the FBI's new informant and gets Brian into a street race. Brian selects a modified 2002, so 2002 Nissan Skyline GTR R34, so R34 from the impound lot. Dom also shows up. Also shows up in his 1970 Chevrolet SS. It's like 1970 Chevrolet SS. Ramon Campos, Braga's second in command, and Giselle Yashar. So Lashad Brian, not Brian. Giselle Yashad, Braga's liaison. Reveal that the winner will be the last driver on the team that traffics heroin. Or diamorphine, as they would call it. So it reveals that the winner will be the last driver. So reveals that the winner will be the last driver on the team that traffics heroin between the Mexico-U.S. border. So the Mexico-U.S. border, Dom wins by bumping Brian's car while in nitro. So just like sideswipes Brian's car while his nozzle was still activated. So Dom wins by bumping Brian's car while in nitro, making him lose control. Brian uses his power as an FBI agent to arrest another driver, Dwight Mueller, and take his place on the team. The team meets up with Braga's henchman, Phoenix, and Dom notices that Phoenix drives the same Torino the mechanic described. They drive across the border using tunnels to avoid detection. Dom confronts Phoenix and learns that he kills the drivers after their work is done, and that he killed Letty when she tried to escape him. A standoff ensues. Dom detonates his car to distract Braga's men, and Brian hijacks a 1999 Hummer H1. A standoff ensues. Dom detonates his car. Dom detonates his car with NOS or nitrous to distract Braga's men. And Brian hijacks a 1999 Hummer H1 with approximately $60 million. So $60 million. Worth of heroin or product, as Dom mentions in it. Both Brian and Dom drive back to LA and hide the heroin in a police impound lot where they pick up a modified 2008, 2009 Subaru It's a WRX STI hatchback. They drive to Dom's house and reunite with Mia. So Brian and Dom drive back to LA. So to LA and hide. The heroin in the police. So to hide the heroin in the police impound lot. Where they pick up a modified 2008, well technically 2009 Subaru 2009 Subaru Impreza WRX STI hatchback. They drive to Dom's house and reunite with Mia. Dom attacks Brian when he learns he was the last person in contact with Letty. Brian explains Letty was working undercover. So Letty was working undercover. So undercover tracking Braga in exchange for clearing Dom's record. So Brian tells his superiors. That in exchange for Dom's pardon, he will lure Braga into a trap. So Brian tells his superiors that in exchange for Dom's pardon, he'll lure Braga into a trap, forcing him to show up to exchange money from the heroin. So Brian tells his superiors that in exchange for Dom's pardon, he'll lure Braga into a trap, forcing him to show up to exchange money for the heroin. At the drop site, the man who claims to be Braga is revealed. So at the drop site, the man who claims to be Braga is revealed as a decoy, and Campos, the real Braga, escapes with Phoenix to Mexico. Indians doing chaos. Phoenix nearly runs over Giselle before Dom saves her. The failed trap results in Brian being taken off active duty. In other words, fired from the FBI. With Giselle's help. So with Giselle's help, Brian and Dom travel to Mexico to catch Braga both in the Subaru and Dom's rebuilds. 1970 Charger RT, and apprehended him at the church as Braga's henchmen try to rescue him. Brian and Dom drive through the tunnels. So they drive through the tunnels back to the US. Brian's chased by Phoenix and ahead of the others until he's both T-boned and pushed out of the tunnels before Phoenix can kill him. Before Phoenix can kill him, Dom drives out of the tunnels and into Phoenix, just killing him. As both the cops and helicopters approach the crash site on the American side of the border, Brian tells Dom to leave, but Dom says he's tired. Dom says he's tired of running. So he's tired of running. So running, despite Dom's request for clemency, the judge sentences Dom to 25 years to life without parole at the Lombok maximum security prison system. It's like without the possibility of early parole. Brian resigns from the FBI. So quits. So resigns from the FBI, and Dom boards a prison bus that'll transport him to Lombok Penitentiary. In Lombok, California. It's a federal correctional institution. So the federal correctional institution, Lombok, or FCI. Lombok is a low security U.S. federal prison for male inmates in Lombok, California. It's part of the Lombok Federal Correctional Complex, so FCC Lombok, and is operated by the FBP, so Federal Bureau of Prisons, and Division of the U.S. Department of Justice. So Brian resigns. So Brian quits from the FBI. And Dom boards a prison bus that'll transport him to Lombok Penitentiary in Lombok, California. So Lombok, California, as the bus drives down the road, Brian, Mia, Leo, and Santos arrive in their cars to intercept it. Next up, we got is cast, so it's pretty much easy. Alright, so for cast, we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 17, I think. Less than 20, so for cast, we got Vin Diesel. So Vin Diesel as Dominic Toretto. So Dominic Toretto, a professional, so pro street racer, criminal and fugitive. Then we got Paul Walker. Rest in peace. So Paul Walker as Brian O'Connor, an FBI agent and former LAPD cop, so LAPD police officer, who previously aided Dom in avoiding law enforcement. So in other words, he allowed Dom to escape the cops. So who previously let go of Dom in avoiding law enforcement, and was in a relationship. So it was in a relationship with Mia Toretto, which later got patched up again. They got Michelle Rodriguez. So Michelle Rodriguez as Letty Ortiz, who later changes her name to Letty Toretto, I believe. Dom's girlfriend who dies in an automobile, so in a car explosion caused by Phoenix Calderon, to that in a minute. Then we got Jordan and Brewster. So Jordan and Brewster as Mia Toretto. So Mia Toretto, Dom's sister, and Brian's ex. So Brian's ex-girlfriend. But the relationship was later patched up again. Then we got John Ortiz as Arturo Braga. So Arturo Braga slash Ramon Campos, a Mexican drug lord who recruits street racers to smuggle heroin across the Mexico-U.S. border. Mexico-U.S. border. Then we got Gal Gadot as Giselle Yashad, a liaison for Braga, who shows a romantic interest in Dom. Next up we got is Laz Alonso. Laz Alonso as Phoenix Calderon, Braga's right-hand man. Then we got Ron Yuan as David Park. Also Braga's right-hand man. And main driver. Then we got Shea Wiggum. I can't pronounce that, but it's spelled. His first name is spelled S-H. So S-H-E-A. His last name is spelled W-H. So W-H-I-G-H-A-M. As Brian's snarky colleague, Michael Stasiak, or just Stasiak in general. Then we got Lisa. It's like saying the word Lisa, but without the S, between the I and the A, it's replaced with a Z. So Lisa Lapira as Sophie Trin, or Trin, I don't know. It's saying the word Trin, T-R-I-N, but adding an H at the end, which is Brian's colleague and an FBI agent. Then we got Jack Conley. So Jack Conley. Last name is spelled C-O-N. So C-O-N-L-E-Y. As Richard Penning. Brian's boss. So Brian's boss. A scout for street racers. So a scout for street racers. Street racers for Braga. So Lisa Lapira as Sophie Trent's Brian's colleague and FBI agent. Then we got Jack Conley as Richard Penning, Brian's boss, a scout for street racers for Braga. Then we got Greg Sipes. Can't pronounce that well. Say Greg Sipes. Or Kipes. I don't really know how to pronounce that, but it's spelled C-I-P-E-S. So Greg Sipes as Dwight Mueller, Braga's street racing team member. So team member. Then we got Neil Brown Jr. So Neil Brown Jr. That's his middle name. Neil is his middle name. His full name is Cornelius C. Neil Brown Jr. So Neil Brown Jr. as Malik Erzan. So Malik Progress Street Racing team member. Then we got Brandon T. Jackson as Alex Progress Street Racing team member. Say team member. Say team member. Then we got Tego Calderones. Tego Calderones. Tego Calderones. Leo, a member of the oil heist team. Same with both Don Amar. So Don Amar as Santos and Sun King as Han. Next up, production. So production. Not much on their bills to it. So production. First off, development. After positive reception from audiences to Vin Diesel. After positive reception from audiences to Vin Diesel's cameo. Said cameo in Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift. Universal was confident. Universal was confident in effectively reinventing the series with its original stars. The film was announced in 2007 with Diesel, Walker, and several other cast members. Several other cast members of the original film reprising their roles. Next up, filming. There's quite a lot on there. Principal photography began in February 2008 and concluded July 2008. So it was 5 months it concluded. After February, with filming locations in LA and the Dominican Republic. Around 240 cars were built in Southern California's San Fernando Valley, locally known as the Valley, which is an urbanized valley in Los Angeles County, California. California. Around 240 cars were built in Southern California's San Fernando Valley. Say valley for the film. However, the replica cars don't match the specs they're supposed to represent. For example, the replica version of the F-Bomb A1973 Chevy Camaro C28 built by Tom Nielsen of NRE and David Freiberger of Hot Rod magazine included a 300 horsepower Crate V8 motor with a 3-speed automatic, whereas the actual car intended a monstrous twin turbocharged 1500 horsepower engine with a 5-speed. It's pretty cool. The original Charger 426 Hemi RTR. No, RTR, sorry, that's Mustangs. So the original Charger 426 Hemi RT that's used in the original film was a 1970, but the car in this movie was a 69 Charger. So 69 Charger RT 426 Hemi with a slightly modified front grille and rear taillights to appear as a 1970 car. Say 1970 70 Charger. So 70 Charger was in pieces. Was in pieces. Said pieces. Pieces being totally disassembled for restoration. The original red 1970 Chevelle, 1970 Chevelle. So the original red 70 Chevelle SS scene in the ending credits. So in the end credits of the first movie. So first movie also makes an appearance, but later a highly modified forestry race. The most radical car, radical car. So radical cars built for the film were the Chevy trucks constructed for the fuel heist, powered by 502, so 502 cubic inch GM big block V8 motors. The 67 had a giant ladder bar suspension with airbags, using a massive 10-ton semi-rear axle with the biggest and widest truck tires they could find. The 1988 or 88 Chevy Crew Cab. So Chevy Crew Cab. Crew Cab. Crew Cab was built with twin. So with twin full floating GM 1-ton, so 1,000-pound axles, equipped with Detroit lockers and a transfer case directing power to both axles and capable of four-wheel burnouts. So they could do burnout with all four tires. That's nuts. All-wheel drive cars would mainly do that. Another car built. Another car built for the film. So another car built for the film. So another car built for the film was a blue R34. So was a blue R34 GTR owned by an uncredited owner, which brought a 241 mile an hour top speed at the Bayshore route to a highway. Which runs from the Kanazawa ward of Yokohama in the west, so West Yokohama, northeast to the city of Ichikawa in Chiba Prefecture in the east, say at the Bayshore Route Highway in Japan. It's a tough car to build by the production, so they made clones, like identical twins, by acquiring Skyline 25 GTs, which are R34 GTTs, with 2.5-liter RB25 single turbo engines. Still straight six. So it's a hard vehicle to build by the production, so they made clones. So clones by acquiring Skyline GTTs and make them look like the original GTR. So they converted them to look like GTRs, which is possible to do in real life as well. So to look like the original car. The Skyline that's also used at the desert was actually a buggy car. So a dune buggy using a Skyline R34's shell. So they used an R34 body shell and attached it to a dune buggy chassis. Last part is music, and then moving on to the next part. So music. The score to Fast 4 or Fast and Furious was composed by Brian Tyler. Was composed by Brian Tyler, who recorded his score with the Hollywood studio at 20th Century Fox. Say 20th Century Fox. In Los Angeles, California. Say the score to Fast and Furious. Well, the score to Fast 4 was composed by Brian Tyler, who recorded his score recorded his score with the Hollywood Studio Symphony at the Newman Score stage at 20th Century Fox. The score album was released on DVD or CD by Varese Sarabande Records. So Varese Sarabande records with over 78 minutes. So an hour and 18 minutes worth of music. The trailers for the film feature the track "We Are Rock Stars" by Disadventure, yeah, which is a pretty cool song. Thumbs up for that. And a Travis Barker remixed version of "Crank That" by Soulja Boy Tell 'Em. The official soundtrack was released on March 31st, so late March, very late March 2009. So late March, early 2009 on Star Trek, with productions handled primarily by the Neptunes. So, who are an American record production duo composed by both Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo, formed in Virginia Beach, in Virginia in 1992. Said the official soundtrack was released on March 31st, 2009 on Star Trek, with production handled primarily by the Neptunes. Singles include Blanco and Crazy. It's like saying crazy, but without the C, is replaced with a K. Say Crazy by Pitbull and Bad Girls by Robin Thicke, or Robin Allen Thicke. It's like saying the word thick, but adding the letter E next to it. The soundtrack also features the song G-Stro by Busta Rhymes, featuring Pharrell Williams. A leftover track from Busta Rhymes' album. So back on my BS. Star Trek. Back on my BS. Star Trek and Interscope Records. Say Interscope Records released the soundtrack for the film with Crank That not included. Another song omitted was Rising Sun by South Korean group TVQ. So not TVQ, TVXQ, there we go. Which is known as Toho Shinki in Japan. So Japan. So another song omitted was Rising Sun by South Korean group TVXQ. So TVXQ. The Japanese version of the movie features the song Before Decay by Japanese rock group The Gazettes. Next up is release. Starting off with is so next up is release. Starting off with is theoretical. Starting off with is theoretical. So theoretical. It's originally set to release on June 5th. So 5th of June 2009, but pushed back a week later. So 7 days later. So 7 days later on June the 12th. So the 12th of June, due to another Universal film, Land of the Lost, 2009. The date was rescheduled for 2 months earlier on April 3rd, so early April 2009. It's the first motion enhanced theoretical film to feature D-Box motion feedback technology or motion feedback tech in selected theaters. Next up is home media. Fast 4 was released both on DVD and Blu-ray on July 28th, so late July 2009. The DVD's a 2-disc set that includes digital copy of the film. So digital copy of the film. So the film Under the Hood, muscle cars and imports. So muscle cars and imports. Muscle cars and imports. High octane action. So high octane action. So action, the stunts, shooting the big rig heist, and driving. So then we got driving school with Vin Diesel. So Vin Diesel and original short film. So original short film. So short film. Los Bandoleros. The never before seen short film. So short film that reveals the events leading up to the explosive beginning of Fast 4. It's both written and directed by Vin Diesel. And was produced in the Dominican Republic. So Dominican Republic. This was released on the iTunes store as a free download as of June 2021. So 2021, before I finished my 10th year of school and before my 11th and final year of school. So as of June 2021, so 3 years ago, both the DVD and Blu-ray sales have sold approximately over 4.6 million copies. So 4 million 4,616,164 copies, generating more than $77.8 million, which is 77,846,318 in sales revenue. So sales revenue. It's re-released in Australia on Blu-ray, including a digital, so both a digital copy and retitled Fast and Furious 4. So Fast and Furious 4 on March 30th, so late March 2011 or 2011. Next up, Reception. Starting off with his box office on his first day of release. On its first day of release, Fast Four hold on. So on Reception, box office. On its first day of release, Fast 4 grossed 30.6, so 30.6 $30.6 million, which is 30 million, so 30 million, 30 million, 30 million, $30,600,000, and peaked at the top spot, so first place of the weekend box office with $72.5 million, or $72.5 million, or just scientific weight, 72,500,000, so 72 million, so 72,500,000, so $72,500,000, more than Tokyo Drift 2006 earned in its entire domestic run. The film had the sixth biggest opening weekend on 2009, and was double, so twice as much what most industry observers expected. Additionally, it surpassed 1997's 1997's The Lost World Jurassic Park's record for having the largest. So the film had the sixth biggest opening weekend of 2009, and was double what most industry observers expected. Additionally, it surpassed The Lost World Jurassic Park's record for having the largest opening weekend for any Universal film. It also held the record for the highest grossing opening weekend in April. And of any car-oriented film, the record having been previously held by the movie Cars 2006. 2006, which grossed $60.1 million, which is $60,100,000. Both of these records were broken 2 years later by Fast 5 2011, which grossed 86.2, used to be 85.3 million, so $85,300,000, but it's now increased by an extra 0.9 million, so $900,000, which is 86.2, which is $86,200,000, so $86.2 million. Mentioned in George Lopez's interview with Paul Walker in 2011 for Fast 5, as they both mention it. So 86, so which grossed $86.2 million. Fast 4 also held the record for the highest opening weekend for a spring release, until it's broken by Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland 2010, a year after Fast 4 was released. Alice in Wonderland 2010, a year after Fast 4 was stands at approximately a monstrous $102.6 million, which is in plain English $102,600,000. So, so 102.6 million is 102,600,000 with 7.2, so 7.2 million, so $7,200,000 coming from the UK. So UK 8.6 million or $8,600,000 from Russia. So Russia 6 million in France and 3 million from Germany. The film ended its theatrical release on July 2nd, so early July 2009, with a gross of 155.1 million, so 155 million, so 155 million, so 155 million, $100,000 in both the US and Canada, so US and Canada, and 205.3 million, so $205,300,000 internationally for worldwide total. So worldwide total. Excuse me. So for worldwide total of 360.4. So 360.4 million. So $360,400,000, making it the 17th. So 17th highest grossing film of 2009. Alright, next up we got is critical response. Say critical response on Rotten Tomatoes. Fast 4 holds an approval rating of 29%. Roundup's like 30% based on so 30% based on 178. Roundup is almost 180 reviews, with an average rating of 46%. It's not bad. 46% is okay. The site's critics' consensus reads, while Fast 4 features the requisite action and stunts, the filmmakers have failed to provide either a competent story or compelling characters. On Metacritic, the film has a weighted average score of 46%. Same as the average rating of Rotten Tomatoes. Say on Metacritic, the film has a weighted average score of 46% based on 28 critics, less than 30 critics. So less than 30 critics, indicating either mixed or average reviews. So mixed or average reviews. Audiences polled by CinemaScore gave the film an average score of A- on an A plus to F scale. Lisa Schwartzbaum of Entertainment Weekly gave the film a B plus and wrote, "Fast Four's still no Point Break, 1991, but it's perfectly aware of its limited dramatic mission. It offers an attractive getaway route for self-importance, snark. So self-importance, snark. It's like saying shark, but replacing the H with an N. So importance, snark, and chatty comedies about male bonding. Writing for the holidays, right? So writing THR, it's like saying Thor, but taking out the O, just having THR, which is the Hollywood Reporter. Kirk Honeycutt called it the first true sequel of the bunch by reuniting the two male stars from the original and continuing the story from the first film. This new film should reignite the franchise. Betsy Sharkey, so Betsy Sharkey of the Los Angeles, or LA Times, considered it a strange piece of nostalgia where without apology, fast cars still rule and fuel is burned with abandon. So abandon. Roger Ebert, who'd given positive reviews to the previous films, considered the story dialogue and acting to all be uh, perfunctory. I admire the craft involved, but the movie leaves me profoundly indifferent after three earlier movies in the series, which have been transmuted into video games. Why do we need a fourth one? Oh, I just answered my own question. Alright, last part. Accolades, and then we're moving on to sequels, which is the last one, and I'll end it there. So for accolades, we got the same as before, was the previous Fast and Furious films. We got awards, category, nominee, and result. So for the first one we got is Teen Choice Awards. Starting off for the first one is Choice Movie Action. So Choice Movie Action nominee was Fast and Furious. So Fast and Furious, which was nominated. So nominated, and then we got Choice Movie. We got Choice Movie Action. Choice Movie Action. Actor Paul Walker. Rest in peace. So Paul Walker, which was also nominated. And then we got Choice Movie Actress Action. So Choice Movie Actress Action, which was Jordana Brewster. So Jordana Brewster, who won. Says respect. So Jordana Brewster, who won. Ladies first, because that's always respectable. And then we got MT, and then for the last one, we got MTV. So MTV Movie Awards. So MTV Movie Awards. This is for the best male performance, and Vin Diesel was nominated. Alright, last part, and I'll end it there because I am tired. So Fast 4 was the last, so like the final film of the franchise to feature street racing. Well, almost, because the last official Fast and Furious films, like the last one, which I think is the last one coming out next year or the year after, I think, we'll be going back to the old roots of street racing. Thank the Lord for that. So Fast 4 was the last film, so it was the last movie of the franchise to feature street racing. So last part we're on is sequels, and then I'll end it there. So Fast 4 was the final film of this. So Fast 4 was the final film of the franchise to feature street racing. So to feature street racing before transitioning into more accessible action elements with Fast 5. So Fast 5 2011. So Fast 5 2011. Fast 5 2011. It received it both received praise and surpassed the box office. So box office. So box office. Box office. Take of Fast Forward, Fast and Furious, as did Furious 6 2013. So Furious 6 2013. They were followed by Furious 7 2015. So Furious 7 2015. So Furious 7 2015 and defeated the Furious A.K.A. Fast 8 20. So Furious 7 2015 and defeated the Furious A.K.A. Fast 8 or Fast and Furious 8 2017. So 2017. So 2017. The pictures each earned more than $1 billion. So $1 billion. So $1 billion, respectively, becoming one of the highest grossing films of both 2015. So 2015 and 2015 and 2017. After F9. After F9. So after F9. So after F9. After F9. So F9. 2021. So 2021 being delayed multiple times from an original 2019 date. Fast X, aka Fast 10. Fast 10 was released in 2023. So 2020. So 2023. So that was last year. So 2023. And 11th and final. So 11th. So last part now ended there because I am tired. So and 11th. So and 11th. So and 11th and final mainline film, Fast XI, aka Fast 11. So Fast 11. Which might be released annually, which will be released in, I don't know, either 2025 or 2026. I guess the 2 years will be released, but I want to find out. So and 11th and final mainline film, Fast XI, aka Fast 11, is in production. So it's in production. So let's go, and we're getting back both Brian O'Connor and Lucas Hobbs back in the franchise. Thank God for that. Whoa. So that's good. Alright, phew, and oh, it's finally it. So, wow. I sure am tired. Oh, God. Alright. Alright, so that'll be it. So, for my next Fast and Furious video will be about Fast 5. So we're going to the modern Fast and Furious films from early 2010. So early 2010 is going to be next. So say for my next Fast and Furious movie, say for my next Fast and Furious video will be about Fast 5, 2011 or 2011. And after that will be Furious 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So like almost halfway done. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, so that'll be it. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe. Say like and subscribe. So like it, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all. So you're alerted of when I make brand new uploads. Alright. That'll be it. I gotta go bed now. So I'll see you guys soon. So, alright, so it's currently almost 3 a.m. in the morning. What? 2:58 in the morning. 2 minutes and it's 3 a.m. in the morning. So for my next Fast and Furious video will be about Fast 5 2011. But that'll be soon. And after that, Furious 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And so yeah, that'll be it. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all. So hit all so you're alerted when I make brand new uploads. Alright, I gotta go. So I gotta go bed now. I'll see you guys. So I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe. Have a great morning. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So take a vote. Take a so take care folks. So take care folks. Take care folks. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys soon. So I'll see you guys soon. Good night.